Goeiemiddag YouTubers, welkom terug by my kanaal. Vandag is ons by episode 6. Ons is nou by Anna's huis, want het by haar ingebreek. Ons was laas by die crash site gewees en gesien dit was toe nie 'n ongeluk nie. So die plot thickens. So ek hoop julle is reg vir die episode. Nou, ek hoop julle het iets om te drink, koppie koffie of koeldrank, ek het sommer albei. So kom ons gaan aan julle. Kom ons gaan na die huis toe. Het lyk so 'n mooi huis, julle. En daar sit hulle.
The last time I was here, I was shoving way too many boxes into a trunk that couldn't fit them all. Didn't think I'd see it again. Not looking forward to stepping back inside.
It's fine, Dad. I can handle this.
Someone broke into my daughter's house and you want me to just sit by and wait?
Yes, that is exactly what I want you to do. Don't you have an appointment?
I always have an appointment. I'm at the doctor's more often than I'm home. Sam, talk some sense into my daughter here.
Well, I mean, this is a real crazy day we're having, huh, Joe?
I knew you wouldn't be any help. You always let her walk all over you.
Dad, I love you. And I love that you want to protect me, but please, it'll be okay. Go to your doctor's appointment. The police will be here soon.
I'm just belly aching. It's your house. Your rules. I'll leave you to it.
Thank you.
Though before I head off, Sam, you tell me if something was going on, right? Anna's brave and she's strong, but she's also stubborn.
Dad, I told you I can take care of myself.
And I'm old enough to know when things ain't right. You tell me now, Sam. You tell me if my little girl is in danger. I can't watch over her anymore, so I need you to keep her safe.
Stop talking about me like I'm not here.
Joe, I don't know.
She's all I have left. Promise me you'll protect her. I need your word.
Wow. Heavy. Joe's really laying on the paternal guilt.
I can't promise something like that. I don't know what might happen.
He just wants to feel like someone is looking out for her. I can't blame him.
And what if I can't keep that promise?
Then refuse. All I know is I personally couldn't say no to a desperate father.
I still can't hide anything from you.
Sam, don't.
I won't lie, Joe. There is something going on. It could be dangerous, but I'll make sure Anna doesn't get mixed up in it.
All right. I'm trusting you on this.
I'm not some kid. I decide what I get mixed up in.
You can't blame me for looking after you.
I just didn't want you to worry. You're both so patronizing. I'm heading inside. See how bad it is.
I need to get in there eventually, but maybe I should look around the property first. It's Bugs. She probably brought it over one time when she came with Nick.
Let's kyk wat sê my channel, julle. Talk to Joe, join Anna inside, okay.
It was great to come back from work, sit down, and read until the sun went down. Anna and I spent our nights out here, trying to find all the constellations.
Do you really doubt? Okay.
I think the happiest I ever saw Anna was the day she bought this place.
House for sale.
I want everyone to know this house is sold. You're mine. I own you now. It might be 200 years before it's paid off, but it's mine.
So, when can I start moving my own stuff in?
After you finish carrying all my stuff in.
Sure, but that means I get to choose which side of the bed I'm sleeping on.
What? No! You're gonna sleep on the side closest to the door.
Why's that?
So if someone breaks in, you can fight them off. And maybe because I like being near the window.
Somehow I feel like it's entirely the second thing and not at all the first.
We can talk about all this after my stuff's inside.
But all your stuff's so heavy.
Which is why I need your help. Don't slack, Sam. This house isn't gonna decorate itself. And I want you to be part of that.
Down memory lane.
I used to follow it down to the shack every other week for fishing Sunday. Shattered glass. This is how whoever it was broke into the house.
Kom ons die glasstuk in die buitekom, is dit binne wees nie? Loading. Loading time.
Anna is not well. This time, at least, try to be there for her.
Okay, ek sal probeer.
Anna? Anna, are you okay? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say no. She needs you, buddy. Needs me? I don't even think she knows I'm here. What am I supposed to do? Something. Anything. It's the thought, the effort. Get her a drink. Just show her you're here. I'm not sure how a drink will make her feel better about murders and break-ins. But I guess I've heard worse ideas. She kept the drinks in the kitchen, in one of the pantries.
Nee, vir hier het nie gedoen het nie. Jo.
She normally keeps some drinks in the pantry. It's been a while, Sam. Things have changed around here.
You feel like looking at old keepsakes? No.
Seker maar nie. Yskas. Kan ek die yskas opmaak?
No drinks in here. Making a drink for Anna would be a good way to show her you're here for her. Ah, here's where she keeps the drinks.
Ek hier die sterkes nodig het. Plaas.
On the bright side, I don't think it's possible to make her feel worse. You're not helping. Yes, I am. Yes, you are. Thanks.
Yes, shut the whiskey. Jy peer ook net, hè?
Here, might take the edge off.
That's sweet. I'd assumed you'd already gone to look around and, I don't know, think. This is just so fucked. Nick? My house?
Sam, you should distract her. Get her talking or thinking about anything else.
My stuff, everything is trashed. Is this like the worst coincidence?
Nee.
Or is it related to Nick's death? Did his murderer break into my house? God.
You're not alone. Here, have a drink. It'll help.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's helping a bit.
Okay. Articles.
Anna has to be helping her dad out with these. I'm not sure it's enough.
Sam, what are you doing? I called for dinner like a dozen times. It's gonna get cold. I am not your mom, you know. Working on an article is no reason to ignore basic politeness, Sam. Fine. You can eat your dinner cold for all I care. I'm done waiting for you.
Hy is heavy in sy werking. Ek sal nooit weet.
Cheesy action movies, dark thrillers, and human rights. The melting pot of Anna. Anna always has trouble thinking when there's weird noises going on. To be fair, most people do. Like that.
I know you want to help
Whatever that
her by
is,
finding out
it'd
what
be smart
happened.
to find it and shut it off.
Right now, though, stay focused on Anna. She needs to know she's not alone.
Ek gaan nou kyk wat aangaan nou. What the freak? Ek voel jaloers.
Finally, there.
Kan ek nie opgaan nie.
Hey, are you feeling better?
Yeah. Thank you, Sam. Sorry, I just kind of lost it for a second there.
Yeah. I mean, careful, Sam. You know you can be indelicate. She needs your support right now.
I mean, it hasn't been an easy week, you know? And I've got the feeling it isn't over yet.
She needs support. Something solid. Whatever happens, you're not alone. We'll face it together.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. I needed to hear that.
Reminding her she has people to lean on is a great start.
This whole thing is a mess. But honestly, it's been a mess for a while.
Met die therapy session.
Like, everything was fine, you know? Nick moved in, it was nice, but lately he just closed himself off. He'd been gone most nights. At the bar or the fishing shack. Come home late, refusing to talk about his work. It got unbearable. It was almost like I was living with you all over again.
Ouch.
It doesn't feel good, but she needs to get this off her chest.
Ouch.
Don't be too harsh on her. You're right. I shut you out, and I'm sorry.
The past is the past. None of what's happening now is your fault. I'm just lashing out. It's just having you in the house, it's bringing back a lot of things. We had a good time. So many memories here, both bad and great.
We did have a good time, yeah.
But then came Dad's accident. The mine investigation. Your proposal. I still feel horrible about how it all happened. But you understand why I said no, right?
Face it, Sam. If you had paid attention, you'd have known she wasn't going to say yes. You didn't want a ring. You told me before. I thought it was what you're supposed to do. I thought maybe it'd save us.
That's a nice thought. I feel like you're listening now. And I thank you for that. You know? It ended so abruptly, you and I. I don't think I ever took the time to really process what happened. I wonder if it would have ended the same way with Nick.
I7 dog.
If my relationship with him was as doomed as my relationship with you. The way Nick closed himself off to me the last few weeks. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I can't bear to live with someone, to truly share my life, to make compromises and all that.
It wasn't your fault that Nick closed himself off. No one makes someone distant, especially someone like Nick. It must have been on his side. He was dealing with something dark. I know that's why I closed people off. I never spoke to Nick again after leaving town.
It doesn't matter anyway, now does it? He's dead, and whatever we had is done. And we're on our own if we're gonna find out who killed him. I'm not backing down from this, no matter what we find. What about you?
Yeah, I mean... I want to know who killed Nick as much as you do.
Let's get the asshole who did this behind bars. It's the only thing we can do for Nick now. I just keep bouncing back from terrified to angry.
That is very understandable.
Can you take a look upstairs? I still need a moment.
So ek moet al die harde werk
Let me make sure I'm done crying and all that.
Ek sien nie
Take your
trane in
time.
jou oë nie.
I'll tell you if anything's wrong.
Ek sien goed met
Thanks,
speurwerk hier, regtig.
The door is closed. Huh. She never used to lock it.
Kyk eers in die badkamer. Watch your back.
As if her week wasn't bad enough already. I should erase it. But then the police wouldn't get the burglar's handwriting. Why is it so dark in here? This room feels so different now. It felt like mine once, but it never was. Huh? Is someone downloading something off Nick's laptop?
Sam! Sam! Who was that? Sam! Are you okay?
I think whoever trashed your house just trashed me.
Can you stand?
Yeah. The headache isn't as bad as the one I had this morning.
I couldn't get a good look at them. They just sprinted out of the house, and I heard some weird, loud engine drive off.
Well, whoever it was, they were dumping data off Nick's computer. I must have interrupted them.
There's no trace of whatever he took. So what do we even do now?
We need Nick's backups, if he has any. Did he ever do anything like that? Boxes in the attic, files to the cloud, another computer? Did he have anywhere besides here and the basswood jungle he kept things?
No. No, I don't think so. I don't.
Ach,
Actually, over the last few months, remember I mentioned Nick has been going out a lot to that old fishing shack his family owns.
I know the one. I went there with Nick and Bug a few times.
He went mostly in the evenings. Most nights, really. Said he was night fishing.
But if he was secretly using it as a second office...
It'd be worth taking a look.
Hello? Yeah? Your father called. Said there'd been a break-in?
Couldn't they have gotten here 2 minutes ago? They'll arrest me if they found Dennis's body.
You go out the back. I'll talk to Bess and keep her busy.
If you're sure, I'll go to the fishing shack. It sounds like if Nick was hiding something, it might be there.
All right. I'm starting to get worried.
Sorry! I was just in the bathroom. Be right out. Go.
Nick's fishing shack. Lot of memories here. Good memories. Anna said he'd been sneaking off here to work on something. I almost hope I don't find anything. Nick, what were you up to?
Ek gaan ook net hierdie investigate. Ek is so lank fishing, so...
I remember teaching Bug how to roast marshmallows. Hers turned out great. Mine were always burnt. Bug?
Muley? How did you... Does my mom know?
Does your mom know what? What is this?
Mom doesn't know. Good. I've decided to leave town.
Bug, this is not a good idea.
I've got food for 5 days. I'll hitchhike and bike down to Virginia.
Do you have any idea how far that is?
About 80 miles to get down to my Aunt Lisa. My mom hates her. Don't try to stop me.
You can't leave like this. Not without telling anyone.
Oh yeah? Why not? That's what you did.
She's serious about this. Careful, Sam. This is not a drill. Maybe try to bring up her mother again. You should at least call your mom.
My mom? She's hardly even there. She's always so... Plus, I know what she'll say. Calm down, think of the common good. She doesn't do anything, just sits around, takes her back pain pills, and stares at the TV like a lump.
Well, that was a miss. When it comes to this kid, your instinct is better than mine. The mother, though, we should have a talk with her later.
Look, I'm not a child anymore. I'm not asking for your permission. There's nothing for me here.
I'm here now, Bug. I have your back. I promised you I would look into your father's death, and I'm doing it. I'm here now, Bug. Listening. I was there in the parking lot, listening.
Yeah, well, but... You're just gonna leave again another 2 years? Forever? I think I'm done depending on others. My dad I could rely on. But he's gone. There's nothing else for me around here.
I was wrong yesterday. She's not in denial. She's scared.
Something terrible happened to him, but no one listens to me. No one cares.
He was my best friend. Trust me, I care.
I just want to know what happened. What really happened.
Me too, Bug. You just gotta trust that I'm really looking into this. Okay?
I know you're doing your best. It's just this town, you know? It just feels like it grinds you down. It's choking me, and I need fresh air. I need someplace I can think, not here.
Sounds like Basswood really failed this kid.
I mean, what am I supposed to do tomorrow? Or the day after? In 10 years?
Remember what we said this morning? You could be anything you want. You don't want to stay in this town? You don't have to. But leaving like this? Running away? That's not gonna help anything.
Thanks for listening. But I don't know if I can take this place anymore.
Can't you try? What would your father say? Look, I'm gonna find out what really happened to him, okay? And you and I, we'll figure this out. About what's next for you, about your mom, life. I need you to trust me. I need you to give me some more time.
A few days. You have a few days.
You want me to drive you back home?
No, it's fine. I need to take my bike back anyway. I'll see you later. All right?
I promise. For real this time.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Now that I've kept your daughter from skipping town, let's... see if you've kept anything hidden out here, Nick. We used to talk about how hunting was cruel. How much did you change, Nick? There used to be a calendar right here. Why'd he take it down? Joan always liked bugs. Back when Nick and Kathy were college sweethearts. Clearly Bug was there too. Bug never was the social type. Just like me. With Nick gone, I guess we both lost our best friend. This is where he kept the rods he'd loan out. So what's his favorite rod doing here? He always kept it separate. Locked. Nick always kept a spare key. It'd be somewhere out of Bug's reach. Don't see the keys. It was probably too obvious a spot. No keys. There's also nothing here. Probably too high and hard to get at anyway. Tell a 3-year-old kid about tardigrade man, and this is what happens.
Waar sal ek hier weggesteek wees?
Now, this record is fraudulent. Nick stretched his fish to beat mine. Whoever killed Nick, I probably know him. Grew up with them. Even if you don't know them, they know you. Nick, Dennis, gone. A stone-cold killer walks the streets of Basswood. Things like this can really make you feel isolated, make you realize that at the end of the day, you're in this alone.
Kijk, ik nog een sleutel.
You know, fishing's a lot like life. Practice, patience, and perseverance hooks you the big one.
Dad, not everything is a life lesson.
Actually, I was talking to Muley here.
Oh, that's fine. He's got a lot to learn.
You know, I'm better at fishing and life than you are.
Whatever you say, Muley.
Aw, worms are so cute.
You sure are, Bud. Can you hook me another one? Can't catch a fish without bait.
I don't want to hurt it.
Come on, it's just a worm.
Here, Bug, just hand them over and I'll bait it.
No! I'd be an accomplice then.
Don't worry about it. The point of fishing isn't to catch anything anyways.
Dan moet ik er ook bijna in. Wanneer die vis in mond.
What a fishy hiding spot, Nick. Always did love your cliches. Like many people, Nick kept a few guns, but never at home and always locked up. These are pretty heavy-duty painkillers. Very addictive. Joan wasn't just acting up. Kathy has a problem. Nick was trying to find ways to get Joan in college. It's gotten so expensive.
Okay, wat in wat as jy dit?
I think I went through everything here.
Caterpillar.
There used to be a calendar right here. Why'd he take it down? If Dee met Nick on the day he died, he could be the last person who saw him alive. He always kept his favorite rod in this special ready-to-go bag to protect it. Man, Bugs certainly grew up faster than I realized. She's gotten pretty mature now. This is where he kept the rods he'd loan out. So what's his favorite rod doing here? He always kept it separate. This is either new or Nick was really distracted. He usually fixed everything.
Nobody likes him now.
Bug never was the social type. Just like me. With Nick gone, I guess we both lost our best friend. An article by Anna about a place called The Cove. Seems it's kind of a commune for outcasts just outside of Basswood. If Nick kept this, it means it's important. I just have to figure out why. If Dee met Nick on the day he died, he could be the last person who saw him alive. An article by Anna about a place called The Cove. Seems it's kind of a commune for outcasts just outside of Basswood. Nick, what were you hiding in this bag that's so important you had it locked up? Wrong combination. Knowing Nick, maybe he left a hint lying around the shack.
Laat me net hierdie solf dan sal klaar maak. Ek weet die episode raak nou lank.
Nick's note mentioned a caterpillar. I think I just found it.
Okay, so is rooi, groen, blauw.
Doesn't work. There must be something I'm missing. Nick's note mentioned a caterpillar. I think I just found it. Nick's note mentioned a caterpillar. I think I just found it. We used to talk about how hunting was cruel. How much did you change, Nick?
Dis 'n kaf puzzle.
tell a 3-year-old kid about tardigrade man, and this is what happens. Now, this record is fraudulent. Nick stretched his fish to beat mine.
En nou moet ek dink, op, af, links, regs. Caterpillar op die... Remember a caterpillar. Wow, die klere. As jy na die klere kyk van die caterpillar hier, so jy het, so dit is regs, links, wat ek try nou te maak, so op is groen kleur, rechts is rooi, links is blauw, onder is groen. So jy kyk na die caterpillar, soos rooi is rechts, groen is ondertussen soos rechts, af, links, rechts, op. Soos rechts, af, links, rechts, op. Laat ek nie gaan kyk, ek ben potlood hier aan, potlood. Soos ek reg giet, is dit regs. So, af, links. Ja. Dan weer regs, dan op. Kom ons kyk, ek hoop ek's reg. Unlock, so dit is regs, af, links, rechts, op.
Let's see what we have here.
Sorry, ek so lang gevat.
That's a lot of cash. More than Nick could make in a decade. Nick was gathering at the cove, and that's how he found his informant, Dee. It's the person he met the night he died. I just need to figure out who it is.
Ek kan nie afscroll nie, hè?
It doesn't match. Nothing suggests that this is D. I don't think this is D either.
Okay, left choice staan daar.
Richard, aka Dickie, aka D. Looks like I found who I was looking for. So that's what it was. Nick suspected a drug ring flourished here in Basswood after the mine closed. He had an informant, Dickie. Probably a low-level drug dealer, and he also had a lot of cash on hand. More than a reporter should. Dickie set up a meeting with Nick, and now Nick's dead. Dickie may be the only person who knows what really happened. I need to find him. He lives at this place, The Cove. Or he did. Anna wrote that article on it. She has to know where it is.
Bess barely asked about the break-in. She seemed more focused on your fight with Dennis.
I'm on top of the suspect list. Or at least I would be if I was her.
Bess said I should call her if I found you. She believes you're dangerous. You were right back at the Basswood Jungle. I think we're on our own.
They'll try to arrest me now. We have to find Dickie. I can't let Joan down.
I'm sure Dickie's still there. He had no other place to go.
What are you two doing? The longer you run from the police, the worse it'll be when they catch up with you. Explain everything. Show them all. That makes sense.
The Cove is a wonderful place. A sort of commune. Lynette, who runs it, she lets anyone in who follows her rules. No real questions asked. It's mostly filled with desperate people, though. Recovering junkies, ex-gang members, and you'll need to be extra careful.
Okay.
Some of them used to work at the mine.
Natuurlijk.
So, how should we handle finding Dickie?
You and I are gonna figure something out together. Don't worry. Or worry a little. Just not a ton.
Oh, trust me. I'm worried a ton. Just not a shit ton. We just need to be careful. And look out for each other.
This town has like 17 people in it. You've met the killer. I'm not saying you have to run and hide. Just be careful about the lion's den. You have options here. That's enough!
What's enough?
Enough of a plan. I think we have enough of a plan.
Do we? I just get so angry that someone did this. Killed my friends, invaded my home. It's the worst feeling. Like part of my soul has been stolen. We need to find out who did this. I need to take back from them what they took. I need to find some small piece of feeling safe again, if that even makes any sense.
Letting that despair break you down? That's how whoever did all this wins. Hiding crime behind tragedy. We have to stay clear-headed to see through it.
Yeah, you're right, I think. Then I think something else 10 seconds later.
Because you've got this. Easy. Look at you. So together. You got so drunk, you've forgotten anything that could have been remotely useful. Your friends are turning up dead. You're getting brained by burglars. That's not fair. Shut up.
Sam!
Sorry. I didn't mean it that way.
Don't take all of this out on me.
So you're just gonna keep telling me off? Disregard my advice? Well, if you think you know better, Sam, no reason for me to linger. Enjoy your little investigation without me, Sam. Don't get us killed, okay?
Here. This is the Cove.
Huh?
Get your head on straight. The Cove. We're here.
Right.
sure you want to keep going?
Who the hell are you? Anna, what are you doing here?
Tyler, you look healthy.
You ain't the only one surprised I'm still alive. Who's the narc?
I'm Sam.
Was I talking to you?
This is Sam. He's a friend.
Yeah, lucky for him or I'd have thrown his ass out already. So what are you two here for?
It's a long story.
We'd like to have a word with Dickie. Have you seen him?
What'd he do now? Look, just talk to Lynette. She makes the calls on her land.
Thank you. Really.
Yeah, I know.
Is he always like this?
He's pretty much the gatekeeper around here. Interviewed him last time I came by. I'm gonna talk to Lynette. She's kind of in charge.
I'll go see what I can find.
Okay, but be careful. People only end up here if they have nothing left to lose.
Excuse. Okay julle, ek gaan hierdie episode noem. Ons is hier by The Cove, ons is besig om vir Dickie te soek. Lyk my die storie kom na 'n punt toe. Lyk my dit is iets met drugs te doen en Dickie was die informant. So ons hoop om nou om die informant te kry om te hoor wat nou presies verkeerd gegaan het. So ek hoop ons kom agter op die volgende episode. Ek hoop ek sien julle weer. Cheers, bye bye, bye bye.